And now we have this FBI working in concert with left-wing media to go after people on behalf of the Biden family. In this case, they set up a sort of Roger Stone-like redux where they raided him in the early hours. They made him walk out in his underwear. They tried to humiliate him. They went through all of his records. Whether they got his private communications with his own legal team from that raid, we don't know. But those contents, which are sacred in American history of jurisprudence, attorney-client relationships and information, was leaked to the New York Times, and the New York Times printed it, which brings us to the irony of the whole situation. And that is, the New York Times, remember, was publishing a series of investigative damnations of O'Keefe for even considering to publish the private life in a diary. Okay, they didn't publish it, they didn't release it, but the very idea that they would was considered damning enough that the FBI would go get their materials. And then the New York Times published, as part of the proof, an earlier memo of lawyers and O'Keefe, his lawyers, communicating about the boundaries under which he could conduct his type of journalism. Okay, so here's the irony, Sammy. The New York Times is saying, how dare you even consider publishing the private diary of someone and who's not a lawyer, and they did not, Operation Veritas, publish it. But we're going to turn around, and we're not even going to have a doubt. We are going to consider the ill-gotten correspondence with you and your lawyers, and we're not going to tell anybody how we got it. So it demands the question, where is the FBI in this? How does the New York Times know the details of when he's going to be busted? How did they know? How did CNN know when Roger Stone was going to have that sort of marquee bust in his case?